Can we beat the Stage 5 final boss in Rogue Legends, the latest DLC in Bloons BTD6? So guys, it has finally all come to this. So we're finally playing on Stage 5, and one of my main concerns actually before I click this button and I click start is what is the boss going to be? Because I've seen some videos online of Bloonarius, and Bloonarius on Stage 5 is insane. He actually spawns like, I think 45 DDTs and bats on just like each 1% of HP. So please, anything but Bloonarius when I click this, and that is Bloonarius. No way, this just happened. Alright, so I might have a tower in my back pocket just to deal with Bloonarius, but before we begin, let me show you guys the artifacts. We're playing off of a couple of legendary ones, bouncing projectiles, portability legendary, which is a very interesting one. We're playing off of the Buccaneer actually, and we have used these portable lakes in a couple of tiles already. This one's Plody Darts. I think everyone knows Plody Darts at this point, dealing 9 damage when dart-based projectiles explode, and then this one which gives us 40% extra attack speed. We also have a little bit of RNG in the mix with a 1 in 1200 chance to do a 1500 times damage in the Super Monkey. And actually, like, all in all, this stage is low-key amazing because we have a mini boss, we have 2 mini games after that, we have a legendary balloon encounter, a legendary chest down the line, and then 1 shop, 2 shops, and then 1 campfire to end things off. So I'm just gonna clear out all of these like uninteresting maps, but let me just show you guys what we're gonna do in the campfire. So I was thinking of either enhancing one of these artifacts. I was thinking of doing this one, increasing the damage by a 5% actually on all towers. It's not allowed, but it works on all towers, so it's like a permanent, I guess, one of these boosts, but it's gonna work on every map. So this might be the way that we go. Or we can actually take a risk and recruit a monkey, and this might be an interesting choice because we're missing some DDT towers. So I think we're gonna hit this one. We don't need any lives. Let's see what we have. Can I say I don't like a single tower out of all of these, and this was a bad idea and I should have upgraded the relic, but let's just select, I guess, the Dark Monkey, and we're gonna remove it because I think we've exceeded our limit. Yeah, I'm sorry, little Dark Monkey. Alright, let's go. Let's defeat these early encounters, and then let's see what we're... Oh my god, it's Bloonarius Prime. Yeah, this is gonna be just straight up advanced and expert maps, right? Alright, so hopefully nothing too complicated. Let's start with the Dartling, our good old faithful Dartling. Let's give it some camo detection, and I think we're pretty much ready to go, right? Alright, so in case you guys haven't watched some of the previous videos, let me just quickly walk you through what the setup is. So we're playing off of, obviously, the explosions and the Sploy Darts. We have a Buccaneer, which we're usually upgrading to a Destroyer. Everything this guy launches explodes, and then eventually we've been dealing with bosses using this guy, the 052 Boomerang so far. We're also trying to make a little bit of cash by using the Let to Gold, which has been absolutely amazing in this game mode entirely. And you know what? I feel like one of the towers that is going to be really nice versus Bloonarius as our final boss is actually going to be this one, the 015, which we're going to make into the 025 Prince of Darkness. This guy's summons can actually kind of deal with DDTs, I'm pretty sure, if the graveyard gets going. But during this run, we're going to have to find some towers that deal with DDTs and those spawns because Bloonarius himself is not going to be an issue, I don't think. Alright, there we go. So that's round 22 out of 22. Absolutely not a problem, especially for a setup like ours, right? So the first few balloon encounters are as expected. Yeah, they're actually going to be super easy, I think. But I will be showing you guys these chests that we're opening. So let's see what we have on this one, and then we have one more waiting for us. Tier 3 and hard engineers have pierce reduced by 60% but convert Bloons to gold. This is an interesting one, but I don't think that we're going to be taking it. And what is this one? Ooh, magic monkeys push Bloons back on ahead. This might be a cool one. This is the first time that we're seeing this ever, and I'm gonna take it because we have super monkeys in our roster. Oh, that was a great relic actually, even though it's a common one. I really want to see what it does when you upgrade it though. Let's see this one. Alright, this is the mermonkey one. I don't think we need mermonkeys in general. The unspoken heroes, this is the support one, making them crit for 250%, but again, no support monkeys in our roster. And then sniper monkeys attack 3 times slower but have a 1 in 5 chance to crit. You know what, I think we're just gonna have to take one of these guys and then trade off with the merchant because we don't exactly have a need for any of them at this moment. So yeah, it's just like free artifact power, right? And there's a merchant right here, so it's not gonna go to waste. Fresh off of our second encounter, let's see what we have in the shop. I would really love to see some legendaries, honestly. Oh, I see 1 legendary and 3 rares actually. That's really nice. Do we want to take this one? Because you already have the common version of this one, which reduces the attack reload of military monkeys by 25, and the legendary goes to 45%. That's a good one. Oh, we also just got this one, the enchanted rebuttal, which we got the common version of it, and I was asking what the rare one does. It's just more pushback, I guess. Okay, so here's what I want to get. I want to get this one, the legendary one called Too Many Cooks, which is gonna make our military monkeys go ham. So we're gonna trade off the common version for it. We're gonna trade off this one shot that we got just as a... This is the exact reason why we got it, just to trade it off, so it's fine. We're gonna trade this one as well, the ceramic chunker, which we only got for the stage 4 boss, which was Dread Bloon. I think we can also trade off this one, the flaming hot puncherang, which we again also got for the stage 4 boss. So that brings us to 12 power. Let me click on the Too Many Cooks legendary one, and I think we're gonna pay for the rest with tokens, and that should be fine. Yeah, there we go. This is a great one to have. 45% attack reload reduction. That's insane. By the way, this is a trick that we've been doing starting from the past video as well, but we usually target the Dartling away from the lead to gold because the Splody Darts can actually pop lead balloons, and this guy's not making any money, so that's why this guy's attacking the wall literally. Look at the attack speed though. I'm just gonna bring it. I'm just gonna bring it here towards the start so you guys can see the attack speed. So this is an unbuffed Dartling, and it is attacking like this. It is absolutely insane. It doesn't even have like the faster barrel spin. So yeah, and there it is, round 28 out of 28. So we defeat this tile, and let's see what's upcoming. Oh, we have a campfire. All right, let's not make the same mistake like the previous one. I'm actually gonna upgrade something, or it's either gonna be like a mentoring a monkey or enhancing an artifact. So what should we do? I was thinking of upgrading this one. This one is called Slower is Harder, and it reduces all projectile speed by 35%, but damage is increased by 15%. So this is a flat out 15% bonus to all towers, and if you upgrade it, it goes up to 20. So that's a 5% bonus that is going to be effective on every single tower. And I feel like it's, you know, you can think of it as like a one of these temporary boosts, but it's gonna be active throughout the whole stage and for every single encounter. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but 5% is actually a decent amount of increase. And we have one more campfire. Man, these campfires, huh? Either a 012 Dartling or a 210 Buccaneer. But here's the thing, I can get a 210 Buccaneer if I enhance this artifact, right? If we go like this, no, it's gonna be a 120, but it's fine, it's still the correct crosspath. But if you improve it, it's gonna give us a lot of extra pierce actually. So I wouldn't mind upgrading this one. Yeah, let's get this one for the extra pierce on our Buccaneer. And let's actually get rid of the 110. The price difference is not too big, but it actually makes more sense to keep this one. So go like this. And then this is our first mini boss encounter. So hopefully this is not a racing one, because I cannot do that. And is it? No, it's not. It's actually just keep popping the mini boss. So let's go like this. We're gonna start things off with a little bit of mic. Oh, that's an interesting one. Military quickening rare. I would love to have the precision ones actually, because we've been getting so much attack speed on all of our towers that I feel like we just need to pack a stronger punch, right? And not just get more and more attack speed. Like, we need these projectiles to hurt a little bit. Oh my god, are you guys watching the Buccaneer on the side? This thing is attacking like a destroyer, and it's not even a destroyer. What is happening? All right, well, you know what? I'm actually gonna get the destroyer now. Let's get some inspiration. No, let's try and get something else. Quickening, or let's get the quickening. It's fine. Let me just see. Oh my god, 12, 13 pops. Yup, our setup is insane. We're getting the legendary on this one, it looks like. I'm gonna get the village next, I'm pretty sure, but let's make sure we don't overwhelm ourselves. So let's place it like this. And we're actually leaking some balloons on the other side, if you guys have been noticing. So let me just target the Dartling like here. All tower quickening rare. Yes, give me please. Let's target the Dartling over here on the side. I think I'm gonna give the Dartling a little bit of extra attack speed. All right, so military quickening, get the rare one. And I think the next thing that we can go for is, believe it or not, actually gonna be this one, the Wizard Lord Phoenix. And no, it's kind of expensive. Or do we? Oh, you know what we could do? We could go for the flagship. Now, let's get the Wizard Lord Phoenix first. Oh my god, this thing is popping so fast. The only thing I'm doing is I'm just looking through menus at this point. Let's get it like this. Let's get the monkey scent. Oh, actually, we have camera detection. It's fine at this point. It doesn't even matter. Let's get the aircraft carrier, get a lot more extra damage. Look at all these pops. So 70 pops is the legendary artifact. I think we're getting the legendary, guys. Let me get this as well. And I think, oh, this guy's starting to summon some stronger balloons, actually. So let's be careful about those guys. I think I'm gonna get the Wizard Lord Phoenix as well here on the side. Yeah, this is ridiculous at this point. Wait, are you guys watching the projectiles of the Wizard Lord Phoenix bouncing off of the wall? So if I use the ability, are those balls gonna be launching themselves off of the walls from the Wizard Lord Phoenix ability? You bet they are. Take a look at what is happening. This is absolutely insane. And let me actually get the call to arms. We are at 49 pops. So the goal is 70. We're gonna breeze through 70 probably, but let's just make sure we don't lose to like these small Zero Sun Avatar. Oh, you guys know what these guys can do, right? They can crit because we have the Divine Intervention. This is insane. All right, so let me get this guy. I guess set it to strong, and we're gonna have the call to arms in a second. So I'm just gonna use it. Make sure we get to 70 pops. Oh, the damage is actually kind of slowing down, right? I think I should be turning these effects down a little bit, guys. Let me just go to like 60%. It's still gonna be a mess, but not as much. Let's use the Wizard Lord Phoenix ability. And because of these bouncing projectiles, like, we're only attacking Blooneers with every tower, but the projectiles are going all over the place, and we're even just like defending the small balloons on the other side of the map, which is crazy. Here we are, 69 pops. We're about to hit the 70 pops mark, and you know what? I think I'm just gonna lose after it, right? Let's just get some of these boosts, and I think I'm gonna sell a bunch of these towers. Oh, look at this guy. He's spawning DDTs now. Oh, I just bought the mat for fun because I sold all the towers and I used the money onto this thing. But you guys watching this, look at this guy. Oh my god, he's going ham. And actually the mat is, well, as you guys might expect, amazing versus bosses. Oh, this is insane. We can even get like an alchemist points and a bunch of other stuff, but it's not necessary at this point. So, and there it is, the game should end about now, and we got 77. Absolutely insane. There we go, and we got our legendary artifacts. So let's see what we got. Overwhelming Synergy. Now, this one, we've probably seen this guy like at least 4 times already during this campaign, and I'm gonna say it again, I love this one, but I don't like the upgrades for our towers getting more expensive. An idea for Ninja Q, I guess, would be that yes, you get more attack speed, but also like decrease the prices a little bit, or I should say make the upgrades suffer less on our towers, and that's gonna make it more viable. This one is Sticky Situation. Now, Primal Monkeys deal 2 times damage to Glued Bloons, and what is this one? Ban a monkey from being offered as an instant monkey choice for the rest of the campaign. Option to ban appears when next offered a choice of instant monkey. This artifact has only 2 charges and is banished after use. Like, the idea is nice for this one, but do we want to ban something? Like maybe what? The Mermonkey and the Beast Sandler? Yeah, I'm taking this one actually. I don't think there are some monkeys that I want to restrict, I want to ban. And even though we don't have a glue at this point, we're probably just gonna trade it out because these legendaries, they're worth a lot in the shop. So not, you know, we got the legendary one, but the choices are not ideal. I mean, maybe we could run into a glue actually there down the line, and maybe we could just make that guy work in a way. Alright, so now we're gonna encounter our first ever minigame. Hopefully this is not a racing one. Endurance race. Wait, what is this? Is this the Pops one? And the map is atrocious. It's blasphemous. Wait, what was this one again? So you try and get as many Pops as possible in your towers, right? I mean, it's blasphemous, I guess, and we do have these Buccaneers, so let's go like this. Let me get Giraffe. Maybe we can do something about this one, so you don't exactly farm on this one, right? Alright, so doing well so far. Let me just send in like 2 more rounds. The goal is to get to, I guess, the Destroyer as soon as possible, and after that, we can just let go a little bit and send in a little bit more rounds. And how are we doing? I think we can send a couple more, actually. Let me go up to 15, and let's just try and, I think we can send in up to, oh my god, I completely forgot about the mobs. Alright, we need to pop this mob ASAP. I think we're gonna have the money for a Destroyer before it reaches us. Oh, never mind, we're melting mobs. Alright, let me get to the Destroyer right now, and then let me send, how many rounds are we sending? We need to be careful with the Pierce action on these things, right? I sent everything up to 22, and are we defeating them? It seems like we are. Let me just try, how do we want to buff this this Destroyer? Now that I think about this, are we even playing off of the Destroyer? Let me just go like this, give it the Sharpening Stone. We have 3 minutes and 45 seconds, so time is on our side. Oh, and I think that this is a bug actually. We're not getting any of these boosts menu, but here towards the bottom, I'm noticing these insta monkeys stacking, so it is automatically picking towers for you, and this is most definitely a bug, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so 70,000 pops. I think we need to go a little bit harder with sending out these rounds, and then what are we doing? Aircraft carrier or some other tower? I mean, maybe like the Prince of Darkness wouldn't even be that bad, right? It's gonna clean everything. Yeah, let's go for the Prince of Darkness. Go like this, give it the Wall of Fire, and now I think we can be a little bit more free in just sending a couple more rounds. So I'm gonna go up to round 40. What comes out around 40? No bats, please. I see some DDTs though, which should not be an issue, right? I think we're melting the DDTs. That's completely fine. I think we should go all out. So yeah, get the Cherry's Fires as well, because why not? And then how are the Pops doing? I mean, 400,000. Wait, did we just crush this thing? How many? It was 300,000 for the legendary one. Oh my god, we just absolutely crushed this thing. Alright, so this is actually not too bad. I mean, it's likely our setup, but I guess once you send up to round 40, I guess we defeated all the rounds. It seems like it's like, so I would say about 300,000 pops is like what, up to around 30, like the mid 30s or something like that, if I had to guess. Yeah, it looks like about there, right? Alright, so we absolutely crushed this thing, and I guess we can just keep sending as many rounds as possible. So let's go like, oh my god, I sent in a little bit too many. Yeah, it's completely fine because we crushed our goal, and there are actually bad Bloons in this game mode, and I think it's like around the 50s or something like that. Alright, so another legendary artifact. I mean, we're crushing these minigames, but the artifacts have not been, oh wait a minute, wait, what happened? I think we hit 300,000 and we still lost. Oh wait, oh my god, I know what happened. You need to play the full 5 minutes. Oh, you cannot do this. You need to play the full 5 minutes. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm hitting restart of this one, guys. We have a legendary artifact waiting for us, and we can just claim it very easily. So I'm actually gonna attempt this again. You know what, guys? I know that I messed up a little bit, but I actually don't mind this because for future runs, this is gonna be a very nice way to kind of get a gauge on how many 300,000 pops actually is. Oh, let me just send in a couple of rounds. So we've already sent up to 37, and we're at 175. Let me just get the Alchemist as well, I think. Yeah, so there we go. We beat the 300,000 mark, and it seems to be about around 35. So yeah, if you guys are encountering a tile like this, if you need to do 300,000 pops, it's gonna be about around 35. I guess you're gonna encounter like a DDT or two along the way, but that's not gonna be too much of an issue. There we go. So let's let the timer expire. Actually, this time we played it so much better. Oh, you live and you learn. and I guess 384,000 pops, and it is, yeah, there we go. We get the victory screen actually. Dream Team, Monkey Subs, Ninjas have faster attack speed. No, we don't have any of these. We're seeing this one for like the 5th time as well. Swelling Spike. Spike Factory stack half as fast but have 135% more pierce. And then homing projectiles. Are you serious? This is the first time I'm seeing this one. It grants homing projectiles for darts, bombs, attacks, super monkeys. We have super monkeys. Oh, trust me, we have super monkeys and dartlings as well. Yep, you know what we're taking. We're taking the homing projectiles. I've never seen this one actually. Wait a minute. So we have the bouncing and the homing ones as well. All right, this is getting insane. One more minigame, rounds 9 to 34, and I think we can actually make this one happen. I'm kind of doing like some calculations in my head about how much like a Buccaneer, just like our setup, is going to cost. And wait a minute, let me just try the dartling one. Let me just try this one. Does it affect the Buccaneers? I didn't check. No, it doesn't. Okay, but the dartlings is crazy already, and the super monkeys as well. We have a lot of them. Yeah, the reason why this might be a problem is because of the lead to gold, because it's gonna be targeting Bloons by itself, and the lead to gold is not gonna be able to make money. So not exactly sure about this one actually. Yeah, so the amount of money that you see here, 28, is the amount of money left for the common one, which is 33. So we spent about 5k, I guess, but it would be nice to have like an indicator of how much money you spent so far. I mean, nothing too crazy so far, but I think I like this one, the 300 heli, which we can make into a 320 and just buff it up a little bit with, because it's gonna benefit from all of these like military buffs as well, right? So let's oh, wait a minute, I have another heli, and this is actually the 302, which it pre-places. You know what, we're gonna go for both. We can absolutely afford it. Let's go for this one as well. Set it on pursuit, and both of these helis are just gonna go crazy. And yeah, I think this is pretty much gonna be fine to beat 34 rounds, right? No DDTs until 35, I believe. Yeah, 33 out of 34. It is looking like this is another legendary one, guys. Unless like a super fast DDT zooms in, I think we're fine on this one. So $60,000 left to spend, and this is for the common one, which means that we've spent about 17k so far. So yeah, this is gonna be a legendary artifact as well, which we spent 16.9. Yeah, there we go. Now, Pink Cushion Flyby legendary adds a 0/0. I saw this one actually and have plus 15 pierce. The Monkey Aces pin Bloons and have plus 15 pierce and adds a 0/0 to Monkey Ace. And this is a military monkey, by the way. We're buffing militaries like crazy in this one. Bombs and Striker Jones deal 6 times damage to, this is insane, 6 times damage to mob class Bloons, but their attack speed is half. Like, this is still like a net buff, right? And then this last one, Support Specialist. Support monkeys, is attack reload and ability cooldowns are reduced by 35%. That's great. That's just a straight up buff. And all other categories have their pierce and ability cooldowns reduced by 15%. Alright, so I think I like this one the most, the 6 times damage to mob class Bloons, which is probably gonna go onto the abilities as well. And what do we remove is my question. Probably one of the super monkeys, right? Yeah, let's get rid of one of these super monkeys, I think. And it is getting more and more difficult to remove towers from our roster, because I feel like everything kind of has its place at this point. So let's try not to add anything. And by the way, we just encountered 3 legendary artifacts, and we're gonna have 2 more. So this one is a legendary artifact balloon encounter, and then this one is a legendary chest. Guys, this last campaign is absolutely insane. Alright, so round 31 out of 34, and this is pretty much it, guys. I know that I've not been showing too many of these games and what's happening, but it's essentially the same thing. You know, we have our setup locked in place, and it's just a matter of clearing out all of these balloon encounters. And yeah, we're just thinking about Blooners and how we want to deal with him and his summons. Hopefully, it's not like a 2-track map. Hopefully, the map only goes on 1 track. That's the thing I'm thinking about. And then I guess we're gonna try and deal with Blooners the same way that we're dealing, but we're gonna start with the Prince of Darkness, just so we deal with the small summons, and then we're gonna build up from there. And that's kind of the things that went going through my mind, although I might show you guys some of these later encounters, because if we get unlucky with some of these ridiculous maps, then it might be a run ender, some of those. But look at this one again, another legendary artifact. Alright, this is a super tough choice. So the 051 is probably the more useful tower to have, but it's 35.7, and then when you start the boss encounter, you start with like $30,000 in total. So I'm not even sure that we can afford this thing to begin with. So you know what, this is an amazing tower, and I would love to have it, but I don't think that with this price it's achievable. So I think we're gonna go for the Divine Intervention. Actually, this is an amazing one. Alright, let's open up a chest, and I think we're gonna need a merchant actually, so we can get rid of some of the artifacts that we've got, because we don't need all of them at this point. Flaming Hot, we just got rid of one of these guys. Hero Zone Gain, we saw this one, we don't care about this one. And then Spike Factory stack half as fast. You know what, I would probably love to get this one because it's a rare one and we can trade it off, but the thing is, it's gonna harm us in the upcoming round. So I think I'm just gonna go for this one with the Spike Factory factories. You guys know what though, on a second thought, let's switch up the strategy a little bit. I know that I got the 6 times damage on the bombs and the legendary artifact, but I'm actually gonna get rid of that one, and I want to keep the 101 spike factory. Now that I think about this, the spike might be useful through the 302 and the 402 actually, just to have it at the back of the track versus DDTs, I think. Alright, now this is an interesting choice, because if we go for the bottom path, we have a legendary artifact, but we have to do 3 Bloon encounters. If we go for the top one, 0 encounters, and there's a shop at the end. So the question is, do we want to make our life difficult? And I think, you know what guys, I think I'm gonna skip on this one, just because I feel like our setup is set in stone, and I just want to continue up to the boss at this point. So let's take the top path, we have one more chest, and then I think this is gonna be the last Bloon encounter, a campfire, and then we're up to the final boss. But let's see what we have. Ceramic Chunker, primaries deal more damage to ceramics. Military monkeys get 15%. Oh my god. Not more attack speed for militaries, but upgrades for our monkeys are 20% more expensive. And again, I don't like this. I don't know guys, I think we just get this one, the Ceramic Chunker. We're gonna trade off in a second at the shop, but this is gonna be our last encounter. So a good thing about skipping encounters as well is that you're not gonna be facing these higher rounds, right? So for example, if you're facing 10 encounters, like let's say 11, and it goes up by 3 rounds on each encounter, like for example this one, we're playing rounds 10 to 37, but if we had went for the longer route, the end stage or this one would have been up to 48, and that is where things become a little bit tricky. So you actually need to do some some strategic decisions while you're playing this game. If you have a good enough setup, there's no point in greeding out, and I think us not greeding out at this point and just going straight for the exit is probably the correct choice. Yeah, so far so good. So this is gonna be the last round 37 out of 37. We did see some DDTs, and we're gonna see some DDTs again. Are we dealing with them? I mean, everything else is exploding as soon as it appears, and DDTs are not really. So I think the Prince of Darkness is gonna be a key tower versus the final boss. Yes, there we go. So we defeated this one, and let's move on to the final shop. Let's kind of rearrange some of these artifacts, and that's it. All right, so we have 2 more things to do. Number 1 is the last campfire at this point, and I think I'm actually gonna heal. Alright, so what is in this shop? I only see one single rare one, and it's this one, Ceramic Chunker. Alright, we don't exactly need this one. Is there anything else that's kind of interesting that we want to buy? I mean, maybe, oh, is this one gonna be the game-winning one? Intelligence Agent, which is gonna make Geraldo give the MIB buff, so in case we need to deal with DDTs, this is gonna be key. I think we take it, guys, and we just watch the placement of some of our towers. Yeah, let's take it, let's trade it in, and yeah, let's just I think we just hope for a good map off of this relic. But here it is, guys, this is the final boss. Look at this thing, Bloonarius awaits us. Alright, so the only thing that I'm praying is that the map is good. So as long as it's a map with 1 track, I think we're gonna be oh my god, it's Adora's Temple. Alright, can we deal with Bloonarius on Adora's Temple? I hope so. Let's see how we're doing. So we're starting with $29,000, so we can start instantly with the Prince of Darkness. It's very good. Alright, so here is how I want to do things. So Prince of Darkness here, Geraldo here on the side, and because he has the MIB buff, he is away from the Prince of Darkness, but the Buccaneer is in range of Geraldo. So let's go like this, our 320 Destroyer. Honestly, probably get something like this, the Ice Tower, but away from Geraldo actually, because this guy's attack speed is already slow, and then just give the Buccaneer the Cow Potion, which is probably not going to be necessary actually, because the Prince of Darkness is going to decam, but let's start it off like this. I mean, maybe we just get the Dartling as well, but let's have the Dartling, I guess, away from Geraldo. It's a 0-1-2, and this is it, guys. Alright, so can we defeat Bloonarius? So if I'm correct on each percentage, this guy is going to be spawning, yes, look at what he's spawning, DDTs and ZOMGs. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. How do you beat this? No, actually, how do you beat this? Is this like legal? Because Bloonarius' HP is going down super fast, so this is not even triggering skulls. This is like just normal spawns. So with all the attack speed and all the buffs and like all the legendary relics, is this like a game ender? Alright, so we're gonna get the boost. So what do we want to choose? All-time, do we get Pierce or do we get Quickening? You know what? I feel like Pierce might be a little bit more important for this one. So let's get the Pierce. I'm not gonna be abusing the bug, by the way. Let's see if we can defeat it normally. He is actually spawning bad Bloons. Oh my god, how are you even supposed to defeat this? Yeah, DDTs are just walking through the other side. Are we gonna lose this one? Yeah, but this is straight up plus. Alright, so let's try something similar, but I'm gonna start with the Boomerang, actually, the 052 Boomer. I'm gonna get Geraldo. I'm gonna give this Boomer a Cow Potion. Alright, let's see what we can make happen. I mean, probably... Is there like even a point going for the Alchemist? No, not at this point. No, I think we're just gonna chill and look at these summons. Oh my god, this is insane. Oh yeah, DDTs are actually leaking a little bit faster than last time. So I feel like the Prince of Darkness was a great idea to begin things off, but we're gonna lose again. This is crazy, guys. So let's try it like this. I have an idea. Let's play off of the Middle Path Darkling, which can attack DDTs by itself. It doesn't need any external buffs. So that means that we can probably have Geraldo here on the side. And then what can we give these guys from Geraldo? Probably the Count Potion is gonna be nice because I do still want to buy a Buccaneer. The Buccaneer is a crucial portion of our setup in general. So let's have the Buccaneer like this on the side. And let's go. Let's see if this is gonna make things a little bit different than last time. So the Prince of Darkness is amazing in holding DDTs, and I guess we're not in a hurry to defeat the boss, right? We should probably just looking at making it. Oh my god, these DDTs are leaking straight up. This is not a good setup, huh? Alright, so 2 lives remaining, and I think I'm gonna go back to the original setup. So let's have our Prince of Darkness like this. It worked somewhat good, I feel like. Let's try something that's not too different from our first setup, but I think might have a better chance of working. And that's by using the Super Monkey, actually, because the Super Monkey has exploding darts, and it's gonna be able to attack DDTs thanks to the MIB buff, but also has this 1 in 600 chance to crit. So I think we just go for what, like the super range on this guy, then we give it a little bit of extra pierce, and then the Prince of Darkness again, which I think was kind of good in just like, I guess, revealing all these DDTs, which is a very important part, but at the same time just cleaning them up as well. So this Super Monkey is going to absolutely need to be crucial. I'm just gonna keep it on first, and then I don't know what to do, guys. Maybe I'll just like keep getting Super Monkeys and keep focusing down these DDTs and the small summons, because that's actually what we're losing to, it seems like. You guys know what? I'm actually very tempted to use the boost bug at this point because we've lost so many times, and we have one more retry after this. So you know what? I'm actually gonna play this one legit, and then if we fail on this one, then we're probably gonna do it on the next one. So let's just see what we do for this one. Do we get the quickening, or do we do the pierce? I feel like getting pierce is gonna be really important, right? Let's just get the pierce on all of our towers. So many summons, so many things on screen, and how is everything looking? The boss is, you know what? Dealing with the boss is not an issue, I feel like. Let's just get the epic range on this one because it's +1 pierce as well, I think. Yeah, Bloons can absolutely be a run-ending boss, and I feel like, oh my god, we're leaking ceramics. That is actually so sad. Do we even have a chance of doing this? Let's try it with the bug then. Let's get the destroyer, get our setup going. I feel like the Super Monkey wasn't too bad, honestly. Alright, and this is gonna be our last attempt, so I will actually be trying to use the bug on this one. No promises because this is insane. I mean, this guy's spawning 45 ZOMGs and DDTs on every 1% of HP that he loses. Is this like legal? Is this like a run ender the second that you see Bloons on stage 5? I mean, I guess you could probably defend it somehow, but we cannot even afford like some of these towers. Like for example, the Wizard Lord Phoenix. I was thinking maybe use the ability and you do something like that. What do we do for this one now? Do we do attack reload or do we do inspiration? Because we would need the pierce, right? But let's do the attack reload actually. Let's see how many times we can click it. We click it 3 times. I don't think 3 clicks is gonna do it. Let me just pound the button. I see some DDTs leaking in small balloons, and no, this is actually gonna be it. And you know what? As soon as the skull pops, like it's not even close. Like you don't even stand a chance. And that is, oh my god, that's the most unfortunate ending, I feel like. Yeah, Bloons is absolutely a run ender, and we just lost at the stage 5. That's crazy. Honestly, it hurts a little bit, but I'm not too disappointed because we did get to extract some very strong artifacts. We got the essence of Dreadloon, which is, I think, the most OP out of everything. And we also got this one, the Homebrew Alchemist, which gives you an alchemist, and this is very crucial in just letting you farm in the early game, and it's a rare one that we got, so this is really nice. And yeah, not the ending that I expected or wanted, probably you guys as well, but this is the one that we're gonna get, so hopefully we beat it next time. But that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.